Hey, welcome. Grant Cardone here. Real estate investing made simple. Every Monday, I come to you to talk about what you got to do to get in the real estate game. All right. Today, I'm going to be talking about something you need to know. Johnny, why don't you fix this for me? The mistakes. If I can keep you out of the potholes, you will make money. Okay. Some of you out there right now sending deals in to me. Calling in. You can call in today. You can call in, send me your deal. I'm going to ask you two questions. Do you have a deal or do you have a question? Be ready when I call in. First thing I want to share with you is the mistakes that you're making in the real estate game. Avoid these mistakes and you will make money. If you love real estate, you've always wanted to get involved in real estate, you want to do the real estate game, but you don't know how to get started, don't know where to start, don't know what to buy, don't know how to get the funding, don't know how to manage the deal. This is everybody's problems right here. By the way, Johnny, am I a little crooked?
No, you're not.
Because it looks crooked over here. All right? Okay, we're talking about mistakes to avoid, all right? What do I got to do? Move over? You got them for me, Johnny, or what? No, you don't. Where are the mistakes? I thought y'all were going to put them up there for me. Mistakes to avoid. The number one mistake with real estate is never buying a deal. Number one biggest mistake. You guys never buy. You never buy because you can't find the deals. I got a buddy right now called me up and says, look, I got a bunch of money. I'm going to either invest it with you or I'm going to buy my own deals. If Ryan ever gets in here, then I'll have what I need. Where are the mistakes? I want people to be able to see them. Number one biggest mistake is you're not buying deals. So a buddy of mine calls me from the Midwest. He says to me, I'm out looking at deals. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, send it to me, dude. I'll help you with it, okay? I'm thinking to myself, you know what I'm really thinking? You're just wasting time. You're not going to buy the deal, okay? You're not going to buy the deal. You're going to look, okay? You're going to look, and you're going to have a bunch of energy for looking, and you're going to go to LoopNet, and you're going to find a deal, and you're going to be like, oh, that's it. That's it. That's going to be the one. Oh, you get all excited. That's going to be the one. Oh, yeah, that's... And then you go out and look at it, and you're like, oh, that's garbage. I could have told you that by the zip code, right? I could have told you that from a Google satellite search. You don't want to buy garbage, okay? Number one, you never buy. You never buy. You never get around to it. You look and you look and you look. But most people actually give up on the looking before you get there. Okay, number two. Number two biggest mistake. Oh, he's doing it. Why wasn't it already done, though, guys? Buying too small, man. You're buying too small. If that comes out to buying too small, then I'm moving to Saudi Arabia. Because that looked like Hebrew to me. You can tell I got my countries mixed up. Okay, number one, you never buy. And the second thing is you buy too small. Let me explain to you what that means. Get rid of these, John. I'm not going to use this. Okay? Let me tell you why. First of all, you look and look and look. That's fine. That's fine. You should be patient when you look, but when you finally find the deal, you should know what you're looking for. You're looking for, remember the first mistake, you never buy? You're looking for 16 to 32 units as your first purchase. You should not look for less than 16 units. Do not even waste your time. 2s, 4s, 8s, 12s, leave them alone. Why? Because they're never going to produce enough income for you to warrant being in that deal, putting money down. Number two, keeping the deal in down times. We will have down markets so that you know. You're going to have a down market, and you know who gets killed in down markets? Not syndicators, okay? And not real estate professional investors. Who gets whacked are the amateurs that bought deals that were too small. Number one, you're not going to buy the deal. Number two, because you're looking too much. Number two, too small. Number three, number one, not investing. You never make the investment. Number two, you went too small. Number three, single family homes. Leave them alone, okay? It's called the SFR. In the first break, all I'm going to do is cover the mistakes. Leave them alone. One door means no more. If it's got one door. Okay, by the way, the back door does not count as a second door. I know some of you think the back door counts as a second door. It does not. If it has one door at the address, just remember this. One door No more. And I know a bunch of you out there buying single family right now. You're out there looking. You're getting all seduced into it. Okay, Scott Simons just bought a house. He can't wait to bring his in-laws over. They're going to be like, oh, Scott, you've done so well. You've done so good. People determine how well you've done in life by where you live, or not people that you need the opinion from. Number four. Really, it's really hard to do this today, but some of you could still do it. Too much debt. Okay? I had this guy make this silly video about Grant Cardone and how brilliant it is. And he's like, Grant Cardone's using other people's money. I've been using other people's money for years, mostly the bank's money. I use the bank's money, okay? I never use too much of it, though. And you guys need to know what the balance is. For those of you out there in the military and for those of you out there buying single family, let me tell you, the biggest problem with single family is too much debt. I can get 3% down. You should know right now to run, right? I can get 0% interest on my college loan. Run! Okay, I can get a credit card free and they're going to give me some baseball tickets. Like my mama used to tell me, Grant, when in Vegas, if they offer it to you, say no. Do you want to drink? No. Would you like insurance? That'd be a no. If they offer it, would you like to sit down? Sit, please have a free seat at the table. No, don't sit down, okay? Using too much debt is a mistake. Number 5, very hard to do that today though, except in single family. We can't do that. Like I just bought a deal for $50 million. $50 million, I put $17 million down. We financed $33 million, okay? If the market goes like this, crash, I owe $33 million on something worth 50. I just got 17 sitting dead. And by the way, it can happen. We already planned for it. Okay, that's going to be dead money for 3 or 4 years. And then what's going to happen? Bang, it'll spike again, right? I'll wait for this to correct itself. By the way, it will over time. Number 6, buying deals that no one else is competing on. Not a good thing. Number 7, not using a broker. Dumbness, amateur move, not using a broker. I'm going to save 3% or 4%. I'm going to save bye-bye. Okay? If you got to save 3% to make a deal make sense, that deal doesn't make sense now. Number 8, not looking at enough deals. You look at 1 or 2 deals and then you close. Shouldn't do that. Number 9, you can't move outside the market you live in. We're going to come back and discuss all these. And number 10, not knowing the market that you're buying in. Stay with me. This is Grant Cardone, Real Estate Investing Made Simple, where we make you money for sure. We don't make it for quick.
Wealth Dynamics believes everyone has the God-given right to own their potential. Most of us don't because we spend 40 hours per week serving the 40-year-to-life sentence, trading our precious time for worthless paper called money. We live on an economic planet and time and money do need to be exchanged, but it doesn't need to be your time or your money. We teach our clients to secure income-producing assets that make the time and money exchange for you so you can buy your freedom back and live a life of abundance and prosperity. To get there, we must know how to make money, how to keep it, and how to multiply it. Wealth Dynamics provides coaching, education, accountability, and community to help you build wealth. Join our coaching program, get educated on Wealth Dynamics University, and begin networking with the Wealth Dynamics Mastermind Group today. To get started, go to wealthdynamics.com.
Want to learn how to invest in real estate like Grant Cardone, but you don't have the cash to invest yet? Reach out to Chris Root and his team where he will show you how to invest in real estate to build cash without credit or much money by learning how to wholesale real estate. We'll show you the right way to build cash so you can invest in multifamily apartments and other real estate investments like Grant Cardone. Reach out to @Chris Root Entrepreneur on Facebook now.
If you've heard Grant Cardone talk at WFG's latest convention, some questions might be raised. Who exactly is WFG? World Financial Group is there to ensure your security, your future, and your life. Virtuity is part of World Financial Group, and as practitioners of Grant Cardone, ethics in business, and raising the standards of living for those in the middle class, World Financial Group and Virtuity work together to help you get to where you want to be, financially and in life. Come join our team today and learn more about what we can do for you at virtuityfinancialservices.com. That's virtuityfinancialservices.com.
The world of advertising exists far beyond Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. The web itself has an infrastructure of exchanges and placements for your ads to gain traffic, increase leads, and convert your products and services. RTB.cat is built to efficiently take your business and promote all over the web, every website, every location, and RTB.cat has a system designed to get you right in front of the most coveted locations to promote your business. Take the hassle out of the ad exchanges and lengthy ad bidding systems. Let RTB.cat get you moving right now and handle the work for you. Grow your business, get known, and sell your services online. Sign up now at RTB.cat. That's RTB.cat.
If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'll take care of your hotel room. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018. Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Today we're talking about how to find a deal, where to get a deal, how to make money in a deal. If you love real estate, but you're finding yourself not pulling the trigger because you can't find the deals, you can't find the funding, and you don't wanna manage the deals because you don't want people calling you, this is the number three, the top 3 reasons people tell me they don't buy real estate. People say, man, I love it. Makes sense to me. I get it. Like, I would love to do it. That's what I hear mostly from people. I don't have the time to find them. Don't know where to find them. Don't know where to get the deals. I go on LoopNet. I spend 3 or 4 hours on LoopNet. Half the deals are blocked out. I can't even find them. I don't know who to call. They don't return my phone call. Like, how do I do this? And by the way, you're just trying to find a deal. You haven't found a manager yet. You haven't found funding yet. You haven't found a tenant yet. You haven't run an ad yet. Nothing. These are the 10 reasons or the 10 mistakes that you're going to make when you're investing in real estate. By the way, I deliver a show every Monday. So if you like to listen in your car and want to really get your real estate graduate degree on, just download the show from iTunes. It's Real Estate Investing Made Simple with the top 3 or 4 shows on all of iTunes for real estate investing made simple. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please throw something in comments. If you have a question, a problem, a situation, I want to help you buy real estate. 90% of the people that watch this show are not qualified to invest with me. Means you're not qualified. You're not a qualified investor to invest in a fund that we've created, so I'm here to educate you. For those of you who are qualified and would like to invest with me, and you want to do big deals, these are big monster deals. These are not little deals. These are not 30-unit deals. These are not 60-unit deals. I'm not buying 60-unit deals. There was a time when I did. I don't do it anymore, okay? If I can help you look at a deal, maybe you want to start with 60 units. You want to put your toes in and feel it out. Oh, how's it feel? Shit, it's cold. Your foot was in a sock. Of course it's going to be a little cold. It's going to be wet too. Don't be surprised. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's dirty too, okay? Might be some mud in there. Might be some crustaceans down there. Who knows, man? Maybe some piranhas up there. You're scared. That's why you dip your toe in. I don't dip my toe in. Why? Because I know the deals are good. By the way, the bigger they are, the better they are. The reason I say that is because the less deals available in that size, just supply and demand concept, okay? Number 1, not investing. Number 1 mistake that you're going to make in real estate is, like, literally, if you could just avoid number 1, that means you would get in the game. You're going to buy real estate this year. Number 1 biggest mistake is not investing. I should have been doing this from the get-go. The first 3 years that I shopped real estate, I could have bought almost anything I looked at. I always knew what a good deal was. And I knew what a bad deal was. I could have bought everything. If it produced income and didn't take on too much debt, I would have made money on every single deal I bought over time. Number 2, you're going to look at deals that are too small. This is the toe in the water syndrome. This is your mama saying, walk before you run, test the waters. Not in real estate. You do not want to test the waters here. You'll end up with garbage. Number 3, very similar to number 2, by the way, single family rentals. Leave them alone. A lot of you call me, hey man, I got some property. It's in Charlotte. It's on the water. It's a river. I got some Appalachian Mountain stuff, man. I got a deal on the lake, man. We can rent it. It's gonna be vacation. One door, no more. Stay away from it. I don't want vacation rentals. Leave that for the rich people in Park City. I just rented a place from a guy. What did we pay for that joint? 120 grand to rent his joint. My first house was not 120 grand. I rented it for a couple weeks at 120K. Okay, he's got 19 million in it. I said, man, thanks for renting to me, bruh. He's like, you think it's a good deal? I think it's a great deal. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. You'd rent me this place for 120 grand. You got 20 million in it. When I bought those tickets at the World Series and I was on the front row, I paid $115,000 for those 2 seats. My wife does not know the difference between a curve and a freaking slider. She sat next to me. Her seat was $60K. The owner of the seat sat to my right, and I said, thank you so much for selling me these seats so cheap. He's like, what? I said, bro, how many years you been coming here? 19 years he's been buying Dodger tickets. Okay? Hoping one day they'd be in a World Series, and when they finally were, 19 years, he sold his 2 tickets. I got to write 1 check. He'd been writing checks for 19 years. It's all about how you think, okay? Stay away from these single family rentals. They're stupid. These are for punks. I'm telling you, these are problems, okay? Debt, too much debt. How can you get in too much debt today? Well, you either borrow too much money from the bank, and who do they do that on? They don't do that on 32-unit deals. The bank will never lend you too much money on a 32-unit deal because their lending standards are different. The most they're going to lend you on this deal is probably on 22 of the 32 units. You're going to have to pay for the other 10. Now, where some of you knuckleheads will get in trouble is you'll go borrow the money for the other 10 from somebody. Now, not a bad deal if it produces enough cash flow to support the 22 and the 10 without ever paying you anything, because I guarantee you at some point in the cycle, you're not going to produce enough cash flow. There's been deals that I had that were great deals that 1 year in the cycle, I had a deal that it was 11 years old, and 1 year in the cycle, we had to stop all cash flow for 1 year. Not because the economy was bad, but because we needed to pour all that money, the free cash flow, into the rehab of the property. I wanted to rehab the property. The next year we spiked. We doubled the cash flow the second year, the 12th year of the property, actually. We picked up the year that we missed. You follow what I'm saying? Okay, number 5, buying price. You don't want the cheapest deal. You want the best deal. You want the best deal, man. I overpay to get deals sometimes. Grant, why would you overpay to get a deal? Oh, it's all in how you get the deal. The money's made when you buy it. Not in this, man. The money's made every month while we sit and wait, and rents go up over time. Okay, do you have that article that I sent you, Ryan? Captain Ryan's with us, by the way. Say hi, Captain Ryan.
How you guys doing?
Don't buy deals that are unwanted. You want competition. I want 17, 18, 19 people. I've had deals where 63 people were looking at a deal. The more people that were looking at the deal, the more I knew, somebody wants that deal. If I could just score that deal, out of 63 people, if I got 63 people bidding on a deal today and I buy the deal for too much, guarantee you 2 or 3 people out of those 63 will pay me more tomorrow than they offered today, okay? No broker on the deal is just dumb stupidity. I bought a deal off market and hired a guy to represent me. No deal flow. You need a lot of deals. Number 9, I got to look back at my notes. I got so much information today. You can't move out of your market. Move out of market. You need to move outside of your market. For those of you out there, you're in Kansas and you want to buy your own deal, here's the problem. You need to move out of Kansas at some point. Some point you have to get, I got a buddy, he's super rich. He's in Los Angeles. I'm like, hey man, what are you going to do? He's like, I could buy my own deals. I said, yeah, you could buy your own deals. Then go buy them. He's like, but I got to buy in my market to do that. Exactly. And that's a problem for him right now because it's an overpriced market. Number 10, you don't know your market. How are you going to move to Phoenix if you don't know the market? How are you going to move to Miami? How are you going to move to Orlando or Tampa? My name's Grant Cardone. This is Real Estate Investing Made Simple. We got 6 callers on the phone, and I want to hear, do you have a deal or do you have a question? Hey, are you looking to invest in real estate? My name's Grant Cardone. I'm the founder of Cardone Capital, and for the past 30 years, I've been making money with my first business, taking that money and putting it into my second business, real estate. If you're anything like me, the hardest part was making the money. The second hardest part was, where do I invest it now that I have some? When I looked around, my only options were stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and I hated all 3 of them because I'm a coward. growth, and that's why I started investing in income-producing properties. Today, we own almost 5,000 units around the United States that produce positive cash flow every single month. Today, qualified investors can now invest with us at Cardone Capital, where we give you access to institutional-sized deals. These are monster-sized deals that can weather time. Look, if you love real estate, if you're a qualified investor and you love real estate, but you don't have the time, you can't find the deals, and you don't have the know-how, go to cardonecapital.com. I would love to partner with you on my next deal.
This isn't landscape design. This is lifestyle design.
Steve Griggs is the best landscaper on the planet and gives you knowledge and data that you can't even find on Google. Featured on Huffington Post, Entrepreneur.com, Grant Cardone TV, Steve Griggs is the entrepreneur built and designed to help you make your home become the lifestyle of your dreams.
For more information, visit stevegrigsdesign.com. That's stevegrigsdesign.com. Nico's Computer Engineering is at the front of everything digital and technology. With the most advanced use of Amazon Web Services, artificial intelligence to predict your next sale, learn how to predict what your customers will buy next, learn how to know and automate your whole business so you can do one thing, go make more money. Tim Clark is the guy to know, a thriving entrepreneur and the mastermind behind artificial intelligent sales processes. Get automated, make more money, and grow your business with Nikos. Learn more at nicosce.com. That's nicosce.com right now.
What's up, everybody? My name is Grant Wise, the founder of Modern Investing Mastery. Only reason we run ads is to start a conversation. You have something that gathers attention, you got a question you're posing, and you got a solution you're providing. To learn more about generating motivated seller leads, generating investment deals, all from Facebook ads, visit www.moderninvestingmastery.com. My team and I have set aside some time to help you master this so you can go off and master business.
Welcome back to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Grant Cardone here. Every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I come to you. Maybe you're watching on Facebook after the fact or YouTube or listening on iTunes. Thank you for showing up. I'm talking about the mistakes made with investing in real estate. Don't over leverage. Know your market. Okay, be able to move to other markets. At some point, you have to know. When I was buying my first deal in Houston, Texas, I knew that that would not be the only market I bought in. I knew one day I was going to be a real estate player. That meant I was going to have more than one or two houses. I knew that I would be buying real estate, selling that real estate, grabbing the profits, and going into another market over periods of time and buying more real estate. We've been in now Houston, San Diego, Los Angeles, Tucson, Arizona, Austin, Texas, Nashville, Mobile, Alabama, Savannah, Florida. That's how you make money. You move money. Okay, if the money's just going to sit right there, it's going to get destroyed at some point. You got to be able to move the money, take the profits, go on. Okay, we got deals right now, and I'm going to take some callers. We got a deal right now. What do we get offered on the Savannah deal and the Daphne deal?
Purchase price?
Yeah.
So
80 million.
80 million. Trellis is 30.
No, the whole thing's 80.
Right.
So 34 for one. What's the other one?
46.
That was the offer. What I got in the deals? What do I have in the deals?
You have 60.
Okay, I got one of them's called Odd and one of them's called Savan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have 6 in this one. How much do I have in Savannah? 6? Another 6? Maybe 7? Do I have 6 or more in that one?
You have.
Let me show. I'm gonna show you the value of doing these deals. This first deal was 344 units. I've never been, like, my mother-in-law lives in Daphne, Alabama. I was in Daphne visiting her. I think we bought her a car for her birthday or a Christmas or something. And I'm like, hey, wow, that's a beautiful piece of property over there. Okay. Found out it was on the market, took the deal down. It was $32 million. Paid $32 million for this deal. I knew I stole this deal when I bought it. Okay. How much were we offered?
Okay, so you bought Trellis for, which one do you want to start with, Audubon?
Well, I was just talking about Audubon.
Okay, good. So purchase price was 34.
Oh, 34?
Yep.
Oops, 34 million. Okay.
You have 7.5 in that deal.
And I have $7.5 million in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a commitment right there, man. Mm-hmm. Whack a check. Now what we do is I allow my friends and my brother and some handful of qualified investors come in and buy a piece of that deal. So there's this guy wrote this thing about grants using other people's money. I got the money from the bank, The bank only lends me money because they know I'll pay them back. I wrote a check for $7.5 million out of Granny's account. The bank wanted to see that happen when I closed. Okay, the other deal in Savannah, how much was it? 264 units.
29 mil.
It was $29 million.
Yep. You had 6.5 in this deal.
Okay, I put 6.5 in that deal. Same deal. I bought this deal over Christmas. We argued about everything. They promised to sue me because I backed out of the deal at 30. We're going to sue you. Let's go. Bring it on, ding dong. Are you going to play in this league? You're going to get all kind of threats. You better be ready for the hail of threats and big egos and people trying to crush you. And I said, come on, man, let's go, man. What they do, they adjusted their price $1 million. We just got an offer for how much?
30.
The two of them together for
34.5.
So I have 63 in the deals. We got offered 80 million. Okay, that means I make $17 million on these deals. Now, these two deals have paid me me and my investors almost every month that we've been in the deals. Not every month, but almost every month we've been paid to wait patiently to make how much money?
So 46 and 34
Yeah.
is 80 million.
Yeah, but how much money am I making? Because this is just bragging numbers up here.
Okay. You want IRR?
By the way, I'm probably going to walk away from this offer. I'm going to make $17 million. I have $11 million in the deal, okay? $11 million.
So it's projected to make on Trellis is 26%. And then on Autobahn, it's 37%.
A year.
No, total return on your money.
No, that's not right. You don't know how to figure out total return then. Okay. First of all, I'm making, on this deal, I have $7.5 million down. They've offered me how much money?
That deal is 46.
Dude, this is the profit, guys. This is the profit. Above and beyond what I put down on the deal. This is above and beyond. Okay. $11 million. No, that's 13. That's $14 million in down payment is going to become $31 million. Okay. That's almost 100% return in 3 years. That's 30% a year. On those combined two deals, if I've been in them 3 years or 4 years?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years on Autobahn, yep.
If $14 million becomes 31, you divide, just do that, do the 14, 100% of 14 is what? 28 million. No, 100% of 14 million is $14 million, right? So if I went from 14 million, at closing, I will walk away with $31 million in cash. They're going to be like, here, man, $31 million. I paid off all my debt. I end up with $31 million. And then I say, okay, you take yours, I take mine. And everybody's happy, man. Why? Because we had the biggest return. We could not get this return out of the stock market for 300 years. You understand that? That's what we do at Cardone Capital. We buy monster deals. We do not buy 30-unit deals. If you're buying a 30-unit deal and you want me to be your partner, I'm not going to do the deal. I'm not going to do the deal. Why? Because it has problems, okay? It's not as wanted. They're hard to manage. Watch, and let's take a caller, okay? Watch what happens on a 30-unit deal, and the reason I stay away from it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I bought 30 units. 30 units at $800 a month equals $2,400. Is that right? How can I manage something that only makes $2,400 a month?
24,000.
Is that 30 times what?
800.
Oh, you're right. 24,000. That's $288,000 a year. I can manage that. Yeah, that starts getting my attention. The management company is going to want 28 of this, just so you guys know. I would never pay more than 3% to manage something. I promise you. Am I right, Ryan? They're going to want 10% on this.
100%.
They're going to want 10% of the total money collected. If it's 100% full, the management company, it won't be you. You do not have time to do this. You should not do this. You should not be taking phone calls at midnight. You should be running your business and making more money. Okay? They're going to want $28,000. If it stays full, before debt, before roof, before carpet, before all the problems, before you even do anything with management. By the way, we didn't even mention management in the top 10 reasons people fail in real estate. All right, let's talk to the callers.
All right, you got Bryson in Louisiana.
Bryson, what's going on? Do you have a deal or do you have a question?
Both.
Yo, what's up, my friend?
Okay, so here's the deal, man. I'm 23 years old. I have a partner in business who's we're going in a deal together. Okay?
Okay.
So we have here a $250,000 capital loan that we're having for 0 down for and 0 interest for 12 months.
Okay.
We are looking at a deal from a friend of mine. It's going to be a total of 6 units.
6 units.
2 separate properties.
Okay. Two closings in. 2 closings, right?
Well, we're going to wrap the thing up as one if possible.
Okay.
And the total deal cost would be $150,000.
$150,000. What are you saying, Ryan? Ryan's shaking his head already.
It is a bad
Seems too small.
neighborhood. It's the project that I know this. It's in my area, it's in my market. Off of.
How much of the rents? How much of the rents there, man?
So in the fourplex, the rents are $500 on average for all 4. On the property, it's a 1-acre property that currently has a mobile home on it that's under a lease to own for $700 a month.
Okay. So let me ask you this: is there any other way you can make an extra $3,000 a month?
That I can make an extra $3,000.
If your life depended on it, without you taking a loan, without you signing a loan for 30 years, without you going and buying a piece of property, is there any other way you could make $750 a month, a week, an extra $750 a week, $60 a day, $60
I'm sure
a day?
I can figure it out. I'm in car sales. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Dude, what are you doing, bro? You don't do this. This is suicide, man. This is a slow suicide.
Okay.
This is smoking weed every day rather than just overdose in the first weekend.
Okay, so you tell me, Mr. Grant, what would be do I even take the $250 loan? What
No, man, leave this alone, man. This is the last thing you want to go take a loan for.
Okay.
Too small. The deal's too small. It's a bunch of single family. This is nothing but a bunch of headaches. You know, as soon as the person that rents from you starts doing well, they're gonna come rent from my joint.
Right.
He's got a pool.
Right.
He got a gym.
So let me ask you this.
He's got parking. He's got security. What do you have? What's my tenant like at that joint you're at? Oh, by the way, with the mobile home out front. I can't wait, man. I'll probably be able to get my drugs right where I live.
Definitely. Okay. So being that I'm not an accredited investor, what is your suggestion?
You need to save money. You need to become a great car salesman, make a shitload of money, and stack your paper.
So instead of trying to jump into real estate, you're saying just build income, continue building income.
You should be selling cars, talking to people that want to buy cars, showing cars, demoing cars, and in your time off, you ought to be walking real estate. You should be preparing for the next slaughter so that you can be out in the marketplace with a dry powder and know where the deals are in the next cycle. You're not going to buy in this cycle, dude. A lot of you out there, you should not be buying in this cycle. You're going to get your head caved in. There's a whole bunch of people going to get whacked. 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to be like, Cardone said to buy real estate. Yeah, I said you could get whacked too. Okay, next call.
Can I run down?
Okay, we're going to take our next caller. So you guys can get whacked, by the way. There's a lot of people get whacked in this real estate game, Ryan. You know them.
100%.
How many people you seen get their freaking just like?
In 2009, when I was buying real estate on the small level,
Yeah.
I was buying stuff for 50% off. So the person bought a fourplex at $320. I bought it 6 months later for $125 to $150. You and I had that conversation 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You're like, look, you're playing small. You got to scale up. I sold everything. The appreciation went up 30, 40%. And that's when you got to get out. So when people talk about buy low, sell high, right now it's just a high market for the small investing.
Yeah.
So for one to 4 units, it's just a high market.
That's why if you notice what I started doing here recently, like we used to buy what's called value add. The last deal I did was a new deal. It was $50 million. Why is that? Because this deal became cheaper to purchase new than the value add. The value add suggests that there's some, I'm going to buy it, improve it a little bit, and do better off with it, right? Because I'm going to have because of some value add, some component, something I changed on it. I'm going to get bigger rents, or I'm going to sell it to somebody else. I bought a brand new deal because this became too high. Okay, so that's why I say you got to be in the market. This is a big mistake that you guys make. Mistake number 9: you're not in the market long enough to understand the market. And number 10, you can't move to new markets. You have to be willing to move. I just bought a deal in Orlando. I've never bought a deal in Orlando. We're looking for more property in Orlando right now because there's some things going on there that would indicate it's a great deal. We just bought deals in Houston. Why would I go to Houston? Why would I get on a plane and do 5 cities in one day? I'm looking for property. I'm hunting. I'm a killer. I'm looking for where do the birds move. The geese are not in the south during the summer. They move up to the north. So if I want to kill geese in the summertime, I got to move to Canada. Okay? All right? If I want to shoot them in the wintertime, I got to move back to Louisiana. Okay, next caller.
Andrew in Indiana.
Andrew, do you have a question or do you have a deal?
I have a question.
Yo, go ahead. Hit it, man.
Yes, sir. So I'm 25 years old, and about 4 years ago started learning how to buy houses on contract and debt takeover, things of that nature, and we accumulated about $100 doors. A lot of single-family stuff, one mobile home community.
Yeah.
And I wanted your professional advice on the best way to maybe sell some of those so I could start doing bigger deals.
Yeah, what I would try to do, I know it's going to be almost impossible to do the whole 100, but I would try to build a portfolio. My game there, my goal there would be to build a portfolio, ideal situation, all 100 units. Okay? So I would put together, like, this is just pure brilliance right here, okay? I would take advantage of the things that I'm saying right here. I would put together all those and try to have coordinated leases on all of them. I would manage the entire portfolio. So all these would be properties, right? Now you're going to sell them. You're going to try to sell all of them as one deal.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't.
Something like it's Evansville, Indiana. So it's a good, great area, good location. Nothing as far as the beach or anything like that, obviously. But
yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter, dude. All you're selling right here, all you're selling is income. You're going to look for a dentist, chiropractor, an amateur.
9 cap, 10 cap, 8 cap. What should I ask?
I don't know.
What's the market?
You're going to kill them. You're going to kill them no matter what it is. You got nothing in them. Okay. So what you want to do is put a tenant in each one of these. Let's say it's a $500 a month rent times 100. This is the story you want to tell. I have the lease in place. I have the tenants in place. I'll manage it for you, doctor, chiropractor, foot surgeon, masseuse, whatever, amateur real estate guy. I have the whole package. It's big enough. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
I do. And they're already bringing in over $50,000 a month. So I've got.
Well, there you go, dude.
Well in place.
So the deal's doing $600,000 a year. Yeah. Okay, you're going to manage them for $60,000 a year. You're going to do that for them because you're that caring guy.
Yes, sir.
You're going to manage it for it, or but basically you're going to sell this guy an idea. Hey, you're going to get income on real estate. I have the whole portfolio ready for you. We can go to one close. There'll be 100 different transactions.
Right.
But you got to do the work up front. This is called value add, by the way. The value add is what? I have the tenants in place and I'm doing the management for you. You're going to do what other people don't want to do. Next caller. See what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Again.
But you see what he's doing there too. So he's buying single family houses, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to play in a bigger league.
Yeah.
See what a lot of guys did when I was buying fourplexes is they were saying, hey, here's a fourplex. Based on the cash flow, this is the cap rate.
Right.
When in reality, 1 to 4 units is appraised based on the comps in your area.
Right.
So you could spike up the rents.
So what Ryan's saying is this, okay? 1 to 4 units, income does not determine value.
That's right.
Okay, the comps do. And the comps in a down market are going to kill you. The income produced by this phone, probably a bad example, the income produced by real estate is what should determine the value of it. The more income it determines. What's the guy's name? Louis Glickman said that the best investment on earth is earth. The best investment on earth is earth that pays you every month. Because then you can keep it, right? I don't want land in Antarctica. Dude, it doesn't pay me. I need something that pays me income. Income determines value. Okay? And that's why so many of you out there should not be buying deals on your own. I'm just telling you, you shouldn't be buying deals on your own. You don't have enough money yet to buy the bigger deals. The bigger deals are going to have the value because they're going to have the income in the future. When the market softens again, when we go from 4% unemployment back to 6%, it'll happen. Robots are coming. There will be disruption in industries, and entire industries will get disrupted. The Macy's and the J.C. Penney's and the Targets, we know they're going to go out of business. It's only a matter of time before the Chipotle gets replaced by a robot, and the Burger King people don't need to be there anymore. It's just it's a win. Okay? Those jobs are going to go to where? I don't know, but I know this. That person's going to rent. We have the highest rental in the history of the United States of America since the foundation of the United States of America. We have the highest percent of people renting in America today ever in the history of the world, or at least the United States. What does that tell you? You think that's going to change? You think all of a sudden tomorrow, okay, I can go buy a house now because all of a sudden it became affordable? Maybe. I doubt it. I think that this continues. All right. So what does that mean? Income, by the way, determines value. So the better the income in that market, that's why you guys got to do some studies. You can't just buy this stuff everywhere in farmland, Evansville, Indiana, and there's no jobs and no income. You're like, hey, maybe not. So it's going to be comp driven, which means if your neighborhood is a town of blight, blackout, vacancy, problems, it's worth 20 grand, Grant. That's worth 15. What do you mean, man? I got a renter there. Doesn't matter, Grant. The comparable sales determines the value. You don't want that. Okay? When I buy something, they don't put comps on it. They determine the value of the property on a $50 million deal. They determine the value of the property, and you're sick of hearing me talk about $50 million deals? What you should do is figure out how to get involved in that $50 million deal. That's what you should do. Because when I look at a deal, I'm like, how much income does that deal produce? Right? I'm looking at office buildings right now. I got a deal that produces $10,800,000 worth of income a year.
That deal produces $5 million a year.
Yeah, this deal right here. This deal produces almost $5 million a year. This deal produces
2.5.
Huh?
NOI is 2.5.
Yeah. Okay. So the NOI. And again, sometimes these shows go long. You guys need to watch it all the way through. If you can't watch it all the way through, trust me, you have zero business buying real estate by yourself. The only person that's going to benefit from this is the default company, the bankruptcy company, when they come pick it up. They're going to send a tow truck over to your apartment, and they're going to just take the whole thing out from underneath you. And you're going to have it on your damn thing for 7 years. You're going to be like, I thought for sure I was going to make money here. No, I didn't say that, man. I said you can get whacked. Right? Why do you think the bank wants to give you a 95% loan on a single family home? You think they feel obligated because of the way they vote to get you a house? Are you kidding, man? Because they need to lend money. They don't have enough people to borrow money from them today. All right? So I'm looking at an office building right now. It's $10 million of income. That's how I'm making a decision on it, not because it's pretty. $10 million worth of gross income. This deal does $5 million. I'm like, yeah, this would be interesting. Okay, why? Okay, now I got to determine how good's the tenant. Will they be there? How long's the lease? What happens when the world comes apart? Will this location be here in the future? That's what you got to think about. You're not buying a car. You buy a car. Do I like it? No, with property, you're saying it has income. Will I like it 3 years from now, 6 years from now? More importantly than me liking it, will the marketplace like this location 3 years, 5 years, 7 years? Okay, next caller.
All right, you got Thomas in Canada.
Thanks for watching today. Thank you for your comments, by the way. Really appreciate you posting comments below. What's going on, Canada? Do you have a deal or do you have a question? Canada, come on, man.
Hey, how's it going, Uncle G?
Yo, what's going on, brother? You have a deal or do you have a question?
We got a deal, Uncle G.
All right, bring it
Up
on.
in Canada.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. It's a 361 unit deal.
Ooh.
It's the address is 1 Huntington Hill.
Okay. I don't have my computer, so can you pull it up, Ron?
Yeah.
1 Huntington Hill. How much is it?
It's 85 million. We have a confidential agreement on it, and we have offered that. They have it listed at 89 million, but we put an offer in at 85.
Oh, beautiful. So you're going to put about 30 million down to buy it, right?
What's that?
How much are you going to put down to buy that deal?
17 million, 20%.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, you're the expert.
That's a lot of leverage. Why are you putting that down?
The 17 mil,
Yeah.
because that'll make our return. That just works out with the numbers that we've come up with for the return.
Okay, good. So let's underwrite this deal, all right? Let's see if this deal makes sense.
What's the address again? 1 Huntington Hill?
I'm just going to look at the deal here. Let's say you pull that up. $68 million worth of debt is going to cost $4 million a year. Is that what you have?
It's going to cost, around that much, yeah. So
I didn't call the bank either. Probably took you 2 days to come up with that number. Okay, and what is the NOI on the property?
The NOI is 3.7 mil.
Yeah, well, you won't get a loan on that deal. They're not going to give you a loan. They're not going to lend you $4 million worth of debt on a deal that produces $3.7 million. Now, I'm going to ask you again, what is the net operating income?
The net operating
Gross
income.
less expenses before debt. Do not include the debt.
Yeah, so the gross income we have down is 5.5 million, and then the expenses is about 1.7 million, and that comes to an NOI of 3.7 million.
Okay, well, if you want to stay with the number, that's fine. You're not going to get a loan. Don't worry about buying the deal because they're not going to give you a loan.
30% expenses probably isn't real either.
You don't even need to worry about buying this one. I don't need an address because you're not going to buy this one.
This is a bad deal.
No, it's not a bad deal. It's a deal you're never going to do. You can't do this deal. Nobody can buy this deal. Okay, you cannot. Give me your gross again.
The gross is 5.5 million.
$5.5 million. What? These are apartments?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no way, dude, that there's no way that you can spend less than $2.2 million expensing this deal. Expenses are going to be 40%. That leaves you with $3.3 million. Now, is this before your debt? You're figuring these numbers before your debt, right?
Yeah, before the debt. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's also a part of a 5-year analysis that the realtor who had it listed sent us as well.
You can make right now. You can make the analysis for 50 years. You're not going to have it 5 years from now because you won't be able to make the payments.
Yeah.
Okay, $3.3 million, and your debt's going to be $4 million. So you're going to have to fund $700,000 a year to buy this deal. Sounds like college.
Sounds worse.
I mean, why do you want to lose $700,000 to buy a piece of real estate? So it's either overpriced. What year is the property?
What year is it?
Yeah.
I am not sure. Do you know, Hussein?
It was built in 2001.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it? What is it on the property?
What's on it? It's a mix of apartments and townhouses.
Yeah.
The average rent goes for about $1,400 a month.
Okay. So how many units? 361.
Yes, sir.
$1,400. How much is that, Ron?
360. 504.
Yeah. So he's in the neighborhood. The income's right. The income's right. Look, this is going to be cut in half. Your gross income's going to get cut in half because of expenses. It's going to leave you with this. His debt's $4 million. Okay, now I'll tell you what you could borrow on this deal and make it work. Because you could make any deal work, by the way. If you paid zero for this deal and didn't have any debt, if he didn't have any debt, would the deal work? He'd make $3 million a year. He put $85 million down to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is what you should be paying for this deal. Maximum you should pay for this deal is not an 88, not an 85, a 66. Maybe a 69. Okay, unless there's something I don't know about the deal, like, oh, we're going to tear them down and build some, we're going to build a church there, and the Pope's going to give us $400 million bucks. And by the way, there's a golden goose in the bottom that will never die, and it pumps out an egg every hour. Whatever, there must be something I don't know, and the Holy Grail exists there, and Jesus' only sandals are buried in the basement. Whatever, I mean. There's got to be some big story there, bro. Okay, next caller. That's why so many Canadians come down to. By the way, if that's a good deal for you guys in Canada, that's why you guys should be buying my deals.
You got Eddie in Massachusetts.
See, his deal is going to make how much money a year? What did he say, $5 million?
5.5.
Okay. I got a deal that pays $5 million a year, and I just paid $50 million for it.
Mm-hmm.
So where should he be? Should he be in Orlando? Disneyland, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, the Tribe. Mm-hmm. They've been there 70 years. Mm-hmm. Orlando, warm. $50 million gets me $5 million worth of income. Okay, or should he go up to the north to where everything's white most of the time? Okay, except for Mm-hmm. $85 million buys me that same $5 million. What deal would you rather be on? Mm-hmm. Would you rather be with Donald and his gang of misfits, or would you rather be with the Canadians that are all proper and the Queen takes care of the land? Mm-hmm. And there are no guns. Guns are frowned on. Next caller.
You got Rob in California.
Oh, now here's another crazy place. Rob, make this deal in Canada look good.
Okay. Hi, Grant. Okay,
Come on.
So this is a little smaller, not as large as I'd like, but it's a 29-unit deal.
Don't apologize for being a little bitch.
And it's in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Okay.
It's a college town. There's a college about a mile and a half, but those aren't the main tenants there. There's some young professionals, and they've got advanced degrees, and they're working professionals. It's a new unit or new building. It's built in 2014.
Okay.
They're typically about the two-bedroom. They're 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and three-bedroom, 2.5 bath. The smaller units are just over 1,000 square feet, and the bigger ones are about 1,200.
Good.
Okay. I'm feeling like I'm overpaying a little bit for this place.
It's all right.
I've heard you before, so the numbers are this. So into it, purchase price is going to be $3,595. So price per unit's about $124.
That doesn't bother me. 124 door. This guy knows what he's talking about, by the way. Best caller of the day. Give him my shirt. What size shirt you wear, man? Dress shirt. What size dress shirt you wear?
What size dress shirt? I don't know. Medium.
Okay, good. I'm gonna send you a beautiful shirt, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay.
It's in my office. Good.
Okay.
What's the gross income of the deal? I got to pay $3 million. You're going to put $900,000 down to buy this deal, right?
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to have to put 30% down.
I think you're right. I like that number better.
Yeah.
1.2 million. I like that number better, by the way. See, I love the way this guy thinks, okay? We got to find something else to give him, too. I'm going to give you a new copy of my newest book, man, Real Estate Investing Made Simple, all right?
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to finance $2.4 million. That's going to cost that's going to cost $144,000 a year. How much is the gross income? This is our debt number, guys. Okay, is that right? $2.4 million cost $14,000 a year. What's the gross income on this thing?
So the gross income right now with one vacancy
145
is 309.
309 is the NOI.
No, that's so the expenses are 100, and NOI is like 207.
Okay, so 207. 207's my NOI number. NOI is net operating income less the 144. That's the debt. By the way, that's principal and interest.
Correct.
Typically, I'll get loans for the first 5 years interest only because they're big loans provided by a big lender. $63,000 is his cash flow if everything goes right. 63,000 divided by 1.2 million.
Five and a quarter.
It's 5.25% plus the pay down of the debt, which is probably another 2 points. He's earning 7.25% on his money. Now my question to you is, who can guess the next question? One word, 4 letters, starts with an E.
Exit.
What's the exit?
Yeah, right.
How do you get out of the deal?
So this is my hesitation. So what happened was in the offering memorandum, they were saying that this is near this university, and you could convert this to student housing and crank up the rents and all that kind of stuff, and then exit with a higher price. But what I found out talking to property managers and investigating is, especially ones that even do specialize in student housing, they're saying this is it's a really competitive market for student housing. Yeah. And that's probably not going to be an easy way to go. It's going to be difficult to do that.
Yeah.
So now it makes me. So I came back around. Part of the reason
let me just say this: if it was that easy to do it, they would have done it.
Exactly.
And they would be selling it to somebody for a higher or lower cap rate and a higher price.
Right. Yeah. So it turns out probably my only exit is going to be probably keep. So that's why I said in the beginning I came in. I probably paid too much because my only exit now is to hold it. Go with the rents, 3 to 4 or 5% if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. Did you buy it already?
No.
Okay, good. So a couple things you could do on this deal. Let's find out. We know what it does now. Let's find out. Do you love the location?
I think it's a great location. Good. It's a really clean property. It's just it's kind of pride of ownership thing too. Yeah. But it's good. I mean, it's a growing town. They've grown. I think the population went up 30% in the last 8 years or so. Yeah. And there's education. There's a hospital. All that kind of stuff. So
I can tell you love it. He does love it, right?
Yeah. Only problem is I haven't been there yet, and that's the next step. If I'm going to, I haven't been there yet, so I have to go there if I'm going to, and see it and see how I feel.
Dude, I bought a lot of property. I never went there. I'm like, okay, I know I like that. I know I like the location. I know I like the neighborhood. I like the crime. I like the walk rate. I like the property. I like the way it looks. I like the square footage. I like the price per square foot. You should know whether you want to buy the deal right now. You guys are like, I got to go visit it. I got to feel it. You should. You should. That should happen. It should feel good to you. Because if it doesn't feel good to you, it's not going to feel good to the next person. But if I can't make sense of the money, I don't need to go see it. That's why I don't like strip joints.
Well, I
never understood it. I walked in a strip joint. What do we do next?
This past Saturday, I went. I don't get that, but to look at a mobile home park that had incredible numbers, and I got there, and I saw, there's no way I'm buying this.
Yeah. You're like, hey, there's no way I'm going to do this deal. So let me just go back to your 207.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you where I love this deal. At what point I love this deal. What city did you say this in?
It's in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from east of or west of D.C. Yeah. And there's another town called Charlottesville. It's like the 10th largest, or the.
I tell you where I like this deal. I like this deal anywhere south of $3.2 million, $3,184,000, and this deal pencils out like this: $3,184,000. Okay, I put $900,000 down. I try to get a loan with a little more leverage. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe I need to personally sign on that loan to do that. It doesn't bother me to do that, even though most people would tell me I'm an idiot for signing. Okay, I borrowed $2,284,000. That's not going to change anything a bunch, but let's just see, 284 times 0.06. I got $136,000. What would you say the NOI is?
200 and 200 and 7.
Okay, 64,000 divided by 900. I got a 7.1% return before the pay down of the debt, so I'm getting almost 9% before any rent increases. What is the rent at the place?
Oh, what the rent go for?
Yeah,
about the 2 bedrooms are like $950.
Yeah.
And
so now I got to decide: do I need to spend any money? Is there going to be a roof? Is there going to be paint? Is there going to be some landscaping? Can I improve the rents by $50? If I can improve the rent, how many units? 29 units.
29. From what I know of the market, I don't think 50 is going to. I mean, so the market rent, rents, at least what they're telling me is market rents are about $1,000 for the 2 bedrooms and $1,200.
Yeah. Do you think there's $50 a month in rent?
I think eventually, but not for probably 3 years.
Oh wow, that's a shame. That tells me something too, dude. You don't want to go in strong on price if you don't think there's a rent. I mean, everything I've ever bought, I'm like, can I get $50 from these people for something?
Yeah.
Like, no, we're maxed out right here. If you're at the top of the top, then you got to wonder how are you there. But just remember this: $50 on 29 units is $16,000 a year.
I know.
If he could achieve that, by the way, if he could achieve that, his 64, watch this, goes to $80,000 in free cash flow, and based on what he paid, now he's at. It's a great question. Most exciting deal of the day, by the way. Rest of your deals are losers. 8.8% before the pay down of the debt. Remember, we're paying down this debt, this $2.2 million. We're paying that thing down every month. I could show you another way to do it, but look, man, if you're buying something that has no chance of a rent increase, you got to ask yourself, what the hell am I doing? Right here, right now. Okay. So keep looking, man. Keep looking. Or you know what you do? You go take a run at this guy. You go take a run at this guy and you say, hey, bro, look, $2.5 million. Now watch the deal. I'm going to give you $2.5 million in cash. Call me up. I can cut him a check today. Okay? Yeah. Go try to steal something from him. Club him over the head while he isn't looking, man. Okay?
Yeah.
That's 29 units now. Now I'm paying less than $100,000 a door. You go in. We write a check for the 2.5, put $800,000 down. Notice your down payment went down again, 1.7. Okay, now we're making some money. What I do is I go take a run at the guy, see if I could clip him. Maybe he's in trouble. Maybe he's hurting. Maybe he's tired. Okay, when's the last time this deal traded? See, I can't get off the phone with these guys.
Well, he built it. He's the builder too. He built it.
Dude, you know what I would do? I'd go to him and say, look, I'll give you $2.5 million, 0% interest for 5 years. I'm going to take this thing off your hand and nobody's calling you anymore. I'll manage the deal for you and pay you what you're getting now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you could either give him whatever number he wants, no interest loan, pay him in the future, or take it from him right now. He's got no money in the deal.
Yeah. Okay.
My name's Grant Cardone. This is Real Estate Investing Made Simple. This is what I do for you. 90% of the people that call me cannot invest at Cardone Capital, but want to. Our minimum investment is $100,000. Our average investor puts $400,000 into our fund. Most of you cannot yet because you're not equipped as an accredited qualified investor to do so. So what I do, because you're not ready to invest with me, is I try to prepare you with the right information so you can buy your deal, find your deal, manage your deal, and make money on your damn deal so that you can invest with me in the future, because I'd love to do the work for you. We find the deal, buy the deal, manage the deal, fund the deal. We look at 100 deals to buy 1 or 2. My twin brother, he'll invest with me on 1 deal. He's like, how many did you look at? 100? Okay. To him, he's like, how much money you got in it? 12 million. Okay, let's roll. That's all the looking he does. What did you do, Grant? Okay, I'm following you. He's on my bus. So if you're interested, you love real estate, you're qualified, you don't have the time to find deals, manage deals, fund deals, look at 50 deals to buy 1. If you don't have the time to do that, call Ryan Secco, 480-225-8227. 8227. If you want us to look at your deal, every Monday I do this. Send your deal in early to Ryan at CardoneCapital.com. and I'll inspect your deal. I'll give you a what is it called? Coloscopy. I'll give you a look. We take a look. Put the camera on the deal. Take a look so you don't get effed. Okay? All right. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please put a comment down. Okay? If you're listening on the tunes, man, comment, man. We're at the top 3 or 4 stores on real estate investing right now on iTunes. Mistakes. Top 3 mistakes. You never buy a deal. Number 1 biggest mistake you're going to make is never buying a deal. It's not losing money on a deal. It's not picking a deal wrong. It's not paying too much. It's not buying a deal. It's never getting involved in real estate. It's the single biggest mistake you're going to make in real estate. Number 2 biggest mistake is you went too small. Stand up tall. Number 3 mistake, remember this. 1 door, no more. Stay away from the single family residence. You don't need to live in one. Own it, because you never do anyway. And you don't need to rent them out to other people that are just crackheads. Thanks for watching. If you're not satisfied with the status quo, if you want to kill the competition, if you're ready to grow your business at massive levels, I want to take 3 days to spend time with an exclusive group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, business managers, coaches, and experts, and show you how to get a competitive edge in your business using social media, using e-commerce, using sales, salespeople, cold calls, follow-up, and a sales cycle and a business cycle that I guarantee will 10x your business in 2018. I'm doing this at the Diplomat Hotel. I'll take care of your hotel room. I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and we're gonna focus on a plan that 10x's your business in 2018. If you